Welcome to Shiksha Vichar. Myself Santosh, and in this video we are going to discuss associative property for integers. First of all, we have to understand what are integers. In mathematics, the integers are represented by the capital letter called Z or I. In this set, the number which are included here are 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, and so on. If we compare this set Z with natural number or whole number, so we have to recall that in natural number the numbers were 1, 2, 3 and so on, means all positive numbers. And if we discuss or recall the definition of whole numbers, then we will say that the whole number contains the numbers 0, 1, 2 and so on. Means 0 is added to the natural number and the set is called whole number. Here whole number are there, in natural number are there, and negative numbers are also there. This is the difference in integers and natural number and whole number. We will discuss the associative property for integer with respect to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. First of all, we would like to define general rule for associative property for integers. The definition of general rule says that if A, B and C are three integers, be careful, these three A, B, C must be what? Integers. Then A star B star C inside bracket is equal to A star B inside bracket star C. What the meaning of star is? The star will become plus in the case of addition. The star will become negative in the case of subtraction. The star will become multiplication in the case of multiplication. Star will become the sign of divisibility in the case of division. Okay, we will discuss these four things one by one. First of all, we will discuss with respect to addition. Addition. First of all, we have to tell what would be the rule of associative property for integers with respect to addition. The rule would be A plus B plus C inside bracket must be equal to A plus B inside bracket plus C. That means we are changing the order of A, B and C. To check the verification of this result, we have to take some numbers. So suppose that there are three numbers, A equals to minus 1, B equals to 3 and C equals to 2. We can observe easily that minus 1, 3 and 2 all are integers. That means we are taking all the numbers from this set called Z, I or integers. Means minus 1, 3 and 2 all are integers. Okay. Now we will check this result. So first of all, we will check left hand side, means LHS. What is LHS? That is A plus B plus C. Then we will put the values of A, B and C and we will see them. Minus 1 is the value of A, plus B, the value of B is 3, plus C, that is the value of C is 2. We will solve it. Minus 1 plus 3 plus 2 gives 5, and then minus 1 plus 5 and it will give plus 4. That means the left hand side of our result became 4. Now we will check the right hand side. So right hand side of our result is A plus B plus C. Now we will put the values of A, B and C and see the output. Okay, so put the values. A, what is the value of A? Minus 1, plus B, what is the value of B? That is 3, and then what is the value of C? That is 2, and then solve it. When we solve it, it will give 2 plus 2, that means 4. We can observe that this value and this value both are same. That means LHS is equal to RHS. What it does mean? It means that associative property for integers over addition is satisfied. Okay, you can choose other numbers instead of -1, 3 and 2, but the condition is that whenever you are choosing these three numbers, you must choose those numbers from the set of integers. Okay, so this was first case. Then we are going to discuss second case called subtraction. So first of all, we have to discuss the rule for subtraction for associative property. The rule says that a minus b minus c must be equal to a minus b minus c. Okay, so let's check whether it is correct for integers or not. So we will take here, let a equals to 2, b equals to -3 and c equals to 5. These three numbers has been taken by me, and these all numbers are belonging from the set of integer that is called z. Okay, now we will check left hand side and right hand side and see the output comes. So left hand side, what is the left hand side? That is a minus b minus c. So let's put the values of a, b and c here. We will see that a, what is a? That is 2, minus, what is the value of b? That is -3, okay, minus c, that is 5. Then we will solve it, 2 minus, okay, 2 minus, -3 minus 5 will become -8, okay. Then solve it, 2 minus, this minus and this minus will become plus, because whenever we multiply minus with the another minus, then the result becomes plus. So 2 plus 8, and the answer would be 10. That means the left hand side, that is a minus b minus c, is 10. Now we will check the right hand side. So what is the right hand side? Right hand side is RHS, that is a minus b minus c. We will put the values and see the output comes. This implies that a, what is a? 2, minus b, what is b? -3. Now see, we have two negative signs. First is this minus, and second one is this is again negative. This minus and this minus will become positive. Okay, so here the sign would be +3, okay, and then minus c. What is the value of c? That is -5. Then we will solve it, 2 plus 3, that is 5, 5 minus 5, that will give us 0. What we observe? We observe that the value of left hand side is 10 and the value of right hand side is 0. Then it means that left hand side is not equal to right hand side. What it does mean? It means that associative property for integers with respect to subtraction is not satisfied. We took these numbers, you can take other numbers from this set called integer, and you will see this kind of result. Means left side would not be equal to the right side. So we can say that associative property for integers over subtraction is not satisfied. Let's talk about third point, that is multiplication. So first of all, we will discuss the rule. What would be the rule for multiplication for the associative property? The rule says that a multiply b multiply c inside the bracket must be equal to a multiply b multiply c. Now we will take three numbers from the set z called integer and check the verification of this result, whether it is equal or not. So let a equals to -2, b equals to 0 and c equals to 5. We can observe that these three numbers are belonging from the set z called integer. That means all these numbers are integers. Now check the left hand side. Left hand side, that is a multiply b multiply c, and this implies that -2. What is the value of a? That is -2 multiplied by b multiplied c. That means what is b? B is 0, so 0 will be here multiplied by 5. Solve it and we will get minus 2 multiplied 0 multiplied by 5, that is 0. Again minus 2 is multiplied by 0, we will get 0. That means the left hand side for this identity is 0. Now check the right hand side for the same. So right hand side is A multiply B multiply C. Now put the values of ABC and see the result which comes after the putting values. The value of A is minus 2 multiply B, that is 0, and then multiplied by C, that is 5. See, here there are two brackets. First one is small bracket, second one is big bracket. Why did I put these two brackets here? Because there is a sign of negative, therefore I put this number inside the small bracket. Okay, now solve it. What we get? Minus 2 multiplied 0, that is 0, multiply 5. Again we will get 0. What we observe? We observe that the left hand side is 0 and the right hand side is again 0. That means left hand side is equal to right hand side. It means LHS is same as RHS. Means associative property for integers with respect to multiplication is satisfied. Let's discuss the fourth point, that is division. So first of all we will discuss the rule for divisibility. The rule is A divided by B divided by C must be equal to A divided by B divided by C. Now we will take three values from the set Z or I called integers. These three values can be taken as, let A equal to 5, B equal to 3 and C equals to 0, and solve it. First of all we will solve left hand side. What the result will become? Left side is A divided by B divided by C. Put the values and observe the result comes. This implies that A, what is the value of A? That is 5 divided by B, that is 3 divided by 0, and then this implies that 5 divided by what? See, 3 is divided by 0 and we all know that the divisibility by 0 is not defined. That means this is not defined, or we can say that 3 upon 0. Now whenever we solve it further we will get 5 multiply 0 by 3. Why? Because this division sign has been converted into multiplication and reciprocal of 3 upon 0 would be 0 upon 3. That means 5 into 0 upon 3. And the answer would be what? The answer would be again 0. Why? 5 into 0 is 0 and 0 would be divided by 3 and the answer would be 0. Let's check the right hand side. Right hand side, that is A divided by B divided by C. This implies that what is the value of A? That is 5 and divided by B, that is 3, and divided by C, that is 0. Further we solve it, 5 upon 3 and divided by 0. Now we can write 0 as this, and this implies that 5 upon 3 multiply 1 upon 0. Why? This 1 upon 0 is the reciprocal of 0 upon 1. Again we observe that 5 into 1, that is 5, 3 into 0, that is 0. Again we observe that 5 upon 0, that means we want to divide 5 with the help of 0, and we also know that the divisibility by 0 is not possible. That means this would be what? This would be undefined. This would be undefined. That means we can say that here is the value is 0 and the value here is undefined, that means left hand side is not equal to right hand side, and it means that associative property for integers with respect to division is not satisfied. You can choose other number in place of 5, 3 and 0, and you will get the same result, that the left hand side would not be equal to right hand side. So this was the video. In this video we discussed associative property for integers with respect to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Thank you.